So, guys, we're going to find the area of this irregular polygon. We're going to assume that the square grid is a unit square grid. What does that mean? Each square is a unit square. That's the assumption we will make, or that'll be given in the question. This little square is a unit square. Now, having said that, we're going to cut the shape up. Sometimes we find the area of the outside, sometimes we find the area of the inside. Now, to be honest, for this problem, you can do actually both. So let's find the area of the parts that I do not need. Okay? Some of them are easy, some of them are not so easy. So let me first draw this big rectangle around my shape. And the area of this rectangle is length times width, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 times 9 is 63. Let's write it down somewhere. 63. Now I'm going to carefully find the areas of the outside pieces and then try to add them correctly. Okay. Um, how do we do it? Let me think. Okay. Let me do the easy shapes first. So this area of this triangle, you can do half times base times height, or you can pretend it's half of a rectangle, whatever works for you. So this orange or red triangle, the base is 3, the height is 4, 3 times 4 is 12, 12 divided by 2 is 6. Let's write down the 6 here. Okay? All right. One shape out of the way. How about this triangle? This yellow triangle has a base of 5, height of 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. I put that here. There's a little right triangle here. I'm going to account for that now. Okay. This bluish green triangle has an area of 1. 2 is the height, 1 is the base, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. This white square is 1 square. So that's also 1. I'm not going to shade it. I'm not going to make it any more difficult than it needs to be, but I will write a 1 here. Okay, this white square has an area of 1. Let's now do this triangle. This green triangle must have an area of 1.5 because 3 times 1 is 3. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. Okay, moving on. This triangle is just like this triangle, 2 times 1 divided by 2, which is 1. All right, one more. This triangle is 4 times 1 divided by 2, which is 2. This rectangle is 4 units. It's a little bit of work. This rectangle, pink rectangle, is 4 units. This right triangle here this yellow right triangle is 3 times 1, which is 3 divided by 2 is 1.5, just like this green. Actually, I'm going to change its color to green. This green triangle again is 1.5. I do have a white square here, which has an area of 1. Now, only 2 things that are missing are the area of this tooth triangle and this triangle. I'm going to use a separate picture to work on these two. Okay. I'm going to use a cleaner picture. There will be less distraction. I'm going to first find this. I'm going to come back here and write the number. Let's shade it. Okay. And let's shade this one as well. Okay. So I need to find the area of this blue triangle and this purple triangle. Okay. Those are not so easy because they are not necessarily right triangle. Now, this might look like a right triangle to you, but you can't guess. It may not be. These two. All right. Let's do this one first. I am going to put my triangle inside this rectangle. Let me make sure it's the same color. I think so. Okay. So this purple triangle, I want to know the area of this purple triangle. This white triangle here is going to be 3 times 1 divided by 2 is going to be 1.5. I'm going to write 1.5 somewhere here. I don't have enough room. This white triangle here is going to be 4 times 2 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. I'm going to write 4 somewhere here. And this triangle is also 3 by 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. I'm going to write my 1.5 here. Now, this whole rectangle is 3 times 4 or 12. From 12, if I subtract from 12, if I subtract 4 plus 1.5 plus 1.5, I get 5, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to worry about the units right now. This is 5. Okay. All right. I'm going to use the same picture to find the area of this one. Actually, let's use a second picture. This is 5, so I'm going to go back and put a 5 here. I'm going to use a clean picture to find the area of this blue obtuse triangle. So I am interested in this rectangle. Okay. This, for this one, this triangle. Okay. This yellow triangle is 3 by 4 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And this bluish green triangle is 3 by 2 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now, take a look. This whole rectangle has an area of 12. This whole rectangle, which contains my white triangle that I'm really interested in, this blue triangle, and this yellow triangle. So this whole thing has an area of 12. From 12, if I subtract 6 plus 3, that's going to be 9. And that's going to be 3. So this white triangle here in this picture is going to has an area of 3. All right, I'm going to go back and quickly write it here before I forget it. I'm going to add all these things up very carefully. The original rectangle that contains everything has an area of 63. Let's do it once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 63. Let's carefully subtract the things from around my polygon. The first one is 1.5 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1.5 plus 1 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 7.5 plus 6 plus 3. Now, I'm going to be using a calculator for this, okay? I don't want to make a mistake here. All right, there are lots of numbers here. All right, so 63 minus 1.5 minus 1 minus 4 minus 1.5 minus 5 minus 1 minus 2 minus 1 minus 1 minus 7.5 minus 6 minus 3. And I'm getting 28.5. Square units. I'm going to write it like this, square units. That's my answer. So it's a fairly difficult problem, I would have to admit. And I hope it helps.